Good morning. I am Annette. Welcome to Our Way Farm. We are in southwestern New York. It's me, my son, my husband, our 8 dogs. I don't even know how many chickens we have right now. We have 3 cows, a horse, a fainting goat, and 2 pigs. We are off-grid completely. We are trying to raise all of our own food, or at least 95% of our own food. We are constantly learning. We screw up all the time, but we try. And we firmly believe that the only way that you can fail is if you do not try. So follow along with us as we continue and make mistakes and learn from our mistakes and have successes, grow our own food, raise our own animals, breed our dogs, and just try to live the best, happiest life that we can. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous morning today. It's breezy, it's cool, but it's not cold. It is just amazing. We had a fantastic weekend with family. They came up. My son and his boyfriend were in from Wisconsin for an entire week, which was so nice to get to spend some true downtime. I mean, I think they took naps every day, and it was just relaxing. We ate entirely too much, as we always do when there's company. So by the time everybody left yesterday, which they all left in the last of them left like 1:30. We went and did some projects, which you'll see later on in this video. By the time everybody left, and it was like 5 o'clock, I said to Xavier, I'm like, I need to figure out something for dinner. I have zero desire for food. I am so overfooded. He said, yeah, me too. He said, I'm not even hungry. So we ended up, I did do pork chops on the grill last night, but we had a wonderful week. We had a good weekend. My kid's dad, my ex-husband, and one of my other sons and his girlfriend came up. They all brought their dogs, so that was an extra 4 dogs. We had just a really great weekend, sitting around the fire, just kind of putzing around, not doing a whole lot of anything significant. You know, definitely took our time to remember Memorial Day and why, and for all of those that have fought the fight for us and have given their lives so that we get to live here and enjoy this. We get to live how we want to live, and that's pretty amazing. And if it weren't for all of our soldiers that have given their lives and all of our veterans that volunteered to give their life if necessary, and all of our active duty that every day go to work to potentially give their lives so that we can have the freedoms that Americans get to enjoy, that doesn't go unnoticed, it doesn't go unremembered, and it certainly doesn't go unappreciated from our family. Like I said, this will be the beginning of the video, and you'll get to see a little bit of what we did this weekend. I didn't do a whole lot of filming, just a few clips here and there. Yesterday we started to clear out a little bit for the cabin site for everybody. I have no idea when they're going to get built, but it was something that we all sat down about and agreed on, and so Joe was kind of excited and got the rest of the trees down and started clearing out for that. So it's exciting to at least see a process begin, even though we know that it's not going to be done for a long time.
Bring it here. Good girl. Drop it. Drop it. Good girl. Hey. Bring it here. Good girl. Drop it. Good girl. Bring it here. Hey. Wait. Drop it.
Joe is
Puttering.
no.
Puttering. That's the
I
word
said
that you use.
I said you only putter when you're not constructing. Today you're constructing, so you're not puttering.
No, I'm tired of my back hurting.
Right, jumping down there. So our water bib, our hose bib is over here on the wall. And that's what we have to use to water the dogs. Well, stepping down where he is right now does not feel great for either one of us. So he is building a little extension of the deck.
A makeshift.
It is. It's a makeshift. That's actually framing from the old roof on the camper that we dragged out of the woods, right?
Yeah. In the pig pasture.
Yeah, over in the pig pasture. So he's going to rig that together today so that we have something to walk across. Say that again?
I said, I'm going to do this part. You're going to be the one bending over, putting the flooring on it. After
How?
the kids leave.
How's that fair?
Because it's Memorial Day and I get to watch you bending over, putting the flooring on.
That'll be real nice.
Just enough to hold it from moving.
Obviously, this is not a long-term fix. Everything that we have here is temporary. That deck is off of the camper. We needed to be able to get in and out of the house, so we put that up. It's temporary. It's not supported properly or anything else. This little extension is a temporary. The ramp is a temporary.
That deck has had 1,500 pounds worth of dogs on it.
I understand that, but it's still not a permanent. It's not concreted into the ground or anything like that. It's a temporary. Long term, this is going to have a deck that wraps around from the front of the house around to this end and possibly even out further if we end up doing a root cellar back here. We're not sure right now how everything is going to work out. But this will get us through until that project rolls around.
And as far as I'm concerned, you can just take a pallet and put it on top of there too.
Okay.
Not like we're running short on pallets and then it's an instant. It's
Okay.
an instant temporary floor, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's fine. As you can see, we still have everything everywhere. Nothing's organized and put away, and we always have to look for everything, but I guess that's part of constructing your own house and not having the convenience of all the garage space and the everything else. And that right there is why we need to have this little extra piece built. Why are you extending it over the edge?
So that it spans the floor joist, and then I'll put another one back there. I think.
Good morning, Rusty. Hi, honey. Hi, Big Bear. There's Rosie and Ziva, and Bo, Abby, Ringo, Ellie, Sophie. Maggie's around here somewhere, but she's like attached to our parents' hips, so she won't come out until they do.
Watch out, you, Eleanor. Eleanor, move your big butt. Move your big butt. You're not really being helpful. Move your butt.
Hi, Bo.
just making fun that you conned me into doing the decking.
I mean, I didn't con you into it. It was your idea. And it's a great idea at that, babe.
It's built to code.
It's built to code? Okay. That's very nice. That'll be a lot nicer. Is it safe to walk on it, or it's not screwed down?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Well, glad you told me that. I was about to step on it. But that'll definitely be a lot nicer to walk across that. And, hon, that only took you about 15 minutes. Sweet.
It don't hurt you. Built to code.
Rosie, are you going to go get on the new deck? She says, no. Are you pretty girl, Rosie? Are you pretty girl?
I was just going to say, where's that tail? The deck
Hi.
the ramp needs swept off.
Are you sweeping off the deck for Mommy? Oh, good girl. I love you, too. Hi, Soph. Hi, Tophies. I know, you want the coffee and bag of chips that's in my hand. It's a cool morning this morning. Absolutely gorgeous, clear, bright blue skies. Sun's coming up over the mountain. Just kissing the top of the trees right now. Just got back from taking Xavier down to the bus stop and figured I'd come and check out all of the bushes down here and get a little bit of grounding. This is the first time in years that I've been out in my bare feet. And while the ground's cool, I gotta tell you, it feels real nice. We might actually get a few blueberries off of these bushes this year. At least off of this one. Let's go take a look at the others. These are still all pliable, but it desperately needs some water. And this evening when Joe gets home, we're going to go down and get a load of water and give them a good drink. It looks like these are just starting. They just look different from the other ones. I do have to be careful walking down here because we have thistle. That's not bad. Definitely looking better. These were all budded out at different rates when I got them. And obviously it was not the right time of the year to get them. And then we had a couple hard frosts. But yeah, these all look good. Rosie, what are you eating? Rosie Bell, what are you eating? Babe, you're not a cow. What are you doing, Abs? Hi, kiddo. Hi, kiddo. Some of our little bushes up there made it, some didn't. All bare root again. We don't have water systems set up down here yet. So we're just kind of going on nature right now. But nature needs a little bit of help, I think. All right, these are, what are these? These are the black chokeberries. So they are actually going pretty decent. There's actually most of those are doing real good. Oh, that's exciting. I'm thoroughly enjoying walking around in my bare feet though. This is nice. I would be thrilled if our front yard looked like this. You can see it's field grasses. It's a combination of all kinds of stuff. And weeds and the little yellow buttercups, and that looks like that's some ryegrass in there. I would be completely cool with that. These are all native grasses, which means that they're going to have a wonderful big deep root system. And when allowed to grow however they want to, get as big as they want, they have beautiful flowers. Look at all the buds on that that's going to pop out. And then, of course, over here we have all of our native, natural, wild raspberry. Just a huge, huge amount of them. Oh, they're coming into bloom already. So I will never have to plant raspberries. And we'll just use this grove right here for our raspberries. The rest of this trench was for blueberry bushes, but I'm letting it go right now. I do need to come down and get some cuttings off of the existing bushes while they're still young and pliable, and see if I can't propagate some, get them to root so that they can be planted in the fall or early next spring. These are the elderberries. Some of these are doing great and some of them are not. Like I said, we did lose some. This has little buds on it, so that's exciting. It looks like probably half of the elderberries are growing. This little guy didn't make it. He's actually rooted in there pretty good. He might come back. Even if they don't all grow, that's fine. It was 25 of each, which is certainly more than enough. It looks like most of them are doing good. I have to get down here. I have strawberry plants. I want to get down here and plant around the base of these trees. This one is an apple. I'm not sure which apple this is. I don't know where the tag is for it. And then this fall I'll go through and see this one down here starting to grow leaves. I'll probably top this so that they all stay pretty much the same height. And we're going to keep them low so that they produce better. Hey, Abs. And don't get out of control. This one is a Cortland. You can see it's doing real well. This is a little peach tree. This is a Hale Haven peach. You can see there's some damage on those leaves from the frost. Nothing flowered this year. None of the trees flowered, which is great. Last spring I got them at Tractor Supply, and they're actually all doing pretty good. And eventually this one I'll take that one off, but right now that's a good healthy branch, but it's really low. This is the spice bush berries. You can see it's got little buds on it. Got a couple here growing. Our soil is just not nice soil, but I'm very encouraged. It's spice bush. This whole section over here is spice bush. Again, not all of them have made it, but that's okay. Go check and see how our thornless blackberries are doing. Oh, okay. I don't know if these little guys are going to make it. They have changed color. They've turned red. But I don't know if they're going to actually grow. I'm not seeing any buds or life or anything on them. They got really, really waterlogged. You can see this section in here, these thornless blackberries are the only thing that the soil looks like it's still damp. and they were sitting in water for quite a while. I wouldn't say that they're totally dead yet, but I don't know. We'll give it a go and see what they do, and hopefully they pick themselves up once we start getting some good warm sun. And if they don't, they don't. Hey, Rusty, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? I planted some cucumbers and what else did I plant? Cucuzi squash along the top ridge here. Not really seeing anything growing. That right there appears to be the squash. We may end up with something. Again, it's just now getting into our planting season, where you can pretty safely plant most things. Oh, cucumbers are coming. I planted a couple rows of cucumber and winter squash, so I'm pretty sure these are cucumbers. There's one up there. They grow or they don't grow, and if they grow, that's awesome, and if they don't, it's not a big loss. It was a pack of seeds. Look at that view. Absolutely beautiful sky this morning. See Callie back there? The puppies are up top. They hear us, but they don't know where we're at. I just pulled all these little kids out from under the heat lamp in the bathroom, and they are trying to jump out, or they were, so it is time to get them outside into the brood box for the day. I'm hoping that they don't have to continue to come in the house for too many more nights, and we'll just end up putting the heat lamp out and on an extension cord and plugging that in at night. You see, I have all my helpers with me this morning. Yes, Rosie, that's exactly where they go. Good job, girls. Be nice. Good boy, Rusty. Good job, guys. See, they think that it's time to get out, too. There you go, little kid. You definitely know where the feed's at. This is one of the ones that we hatched out. It's so tiny. And that one's going to be a little girl. Oakley, what are those? No. Abby and Oakley, calm down. Good girls, Eva and Rosie. Here's another one of the little ones we hatched. They get little and cute. This one, I believe, is going to be a little boy. He's very pretty, though. It just has a baby penguin face. You can see they're much smaller than the Cornish ones. And here is our little Bantam Brahma cross. And it is a girl. And she is just beautiful. She's super tiny. Get these guys out, get a little bit more food to them, fresh water, and I'll get the rest of the fencing up around them and on top of them to keep the other chickens and those monkeys out. I had to hurry up and get the end fence up because I had some help that decided she wanted to take one of the chicks on a walk. She didn't hurt her, she just scared her. Sophie had grabbed it. Sophie is turning 5 months old here real soon, so she's still learning all the rules. Our fancy dancy setup here is real simple, real basic. It's just a piece of chicken wire. I still need to be able to get in and out of there to catch them, to feed them, to put them in, to put them out, whatever. So what I did is ran a couple of screws so that I can hook the chicken wire on it. 3 on that side, 2 on this side. That holds it. Watch out, little kids. The little one's like, nope, I'm just going to stay here and eat, thanks. You will see that for water, we are actually using a feeder. Chickens are dumb, and especially the wee little ones like to drown themselves and die. So we have found that if we use one of the segmented feeders like that, they can still get to it, but they can't get down in and drown themselves. Does not hold more than a quart of water at a time, but that's okay. So we have this little platform here. They go under there for shade during the heat of the day. The box that the water's sitting on is also open on the one end that they can go under there, get away from each other, get a little bit of shade, whatever. That's my tote. I take them in and out of the house every day. And then you'll see that I have a tennis ball thrower over there. That's because my arm's not long enough to reach to the back. And of course, when you're trying to catch chickens, they're trying to get away from you. So they all go back to the very back of their shaded space and huddle against the back wall. So I get in there at night, I get down on one knee, and I use the tennis ball thrower to gently pull them forward so I can get a hold of them. It takes me about 5 minutes to catch all of them. We did lose one of the Cornish birds, so we have 23 of those, and we have 3 that we hatched out from that first batch that we incubated. I opened the last egg yesterday, and it had died maybe a day or so before it was supposed to hatch. It was fully developed. Unfortunately, it did not make it. We have 12 more eggs in the incubator right now, so we're just going to continue the cycle of when one batch is hatched, it gets reloaded immediately. The plan's been made for the cabins, relatively mapped out, drawn out on paper. We marked it out so that we could see size of cabins and whatnot. And we're going to leave as many of the trees in there as we can. And they are starting the clearing. So we'll have lots of work to do. It's not going to get finished anytime soon, but it's one more project that's at least started. But on that note, I'm going to go drink my second cup of coffee. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Today is Tuesday, and we'll see you later on in this week. I have no idea what the week holds for us, but we'll see you later on this week. Have a fantastic day. Hit the little bell, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. We appreciate everybody and can't wait to see you next time.